Throughout the years of Yu-Gi-Oh, there has always been an established meta. And that meta goes on to influence what people typically play at the larger events. But what if you took a list of every deck from the September 2011 meta, randomized them, and put them into their own single elimination bracket tournament, allowing for exactly one of every different type of deck to be represented? In this series, Joe and I will be playing out a full single elimination bracket tournament. Each week, Joe and I will be playing a different deck, and whatever deck wins will move on, and whatever deck loses will be eliminated. The goal of this series is to see if the traditional meta will reign supreme, or if a new champion will be crowned. Be prepared for jank winning, meta losing, and for the format as we know it to be turned upside down. Welcome to the Tournament of Tournaments.
Alright, today I'm going back to your traditional asceticism Six Samurai build. This build, really up to this point in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, it's about as good as Samurais could be. It only has one gateway, it only also has one Shien, which can be a little bit of an inconvenience. It doesn't get to use a bunch of Exceed monsters, but it does have a few. It does access Utopia and Roach through double Kizan, and then what's a little bit more common is going Kageki and Elder, which, previously wouldn't really amount to much. At least here you can go into Leviathan, so there are some plays there. It elects to play a single copy of Hand of the Six Samurai after Gateway was limited to one. Mizuho and Shinai weren't as common, so sort of Hand of the Six Samurai is that utility Six Samurai for spot removal. Of course, just one copy of Grandmaster, which is also pretty typical. A reasonable trap lineup with the double warning, double-edged sword technique, Torrential Magatama, and Torrential, of course, with Trap Dust Shoot as well. It likes to still play Upstart Goblins, a little bit before Upstart Goblin was super popular, but this deck's trying to turbo as fast as possible into whether it's Six Samurai United, Gateway, or some combination of Asceticism, Elder, Kagemusha, Kageki to actually go into Shien on the opening turn. But it's an interesting deck, we'll see what happens.
Alright guys, I'll be honest, we had a bit of a sussy situation unfold for this episode. I don't want to spoil anything, okay, but as you guys know, I do a lot of tournament coverage for Tengu Plant format on my channel. And a lot of times, if I see a deck top, when I cover it, if I want to edit to match, what I'll do is I'll try to match the build that topped, and so I can go over it on Dueling Book. So I'll build it, and I'll usually just use one of the decks I already have pre-built. So like a deck from the website, for example. So I do that, and then I just don't save, right? Well, when me and Joe got into game one, we quickly realized that I apparently saved. So I am running this Jurrac list, and we just kind of decided to stick with it. I mean, it is what it is. It's Jurracs, But, so I'm playing this top 8 list from one of the Tengu Plant tournaments. It's basically very similar to my list anyway. The only difference is mine runs less traps and ups for more decrees, stuff like that. Just trying to find, ways to blow out your opponent without, worrying about trap cards. But that being said, against Six Samurais, I'm actually totally okay with having trap cards. And, if this build moves on, I won't spoil. But if it does, then we'll probably stick with this build. But, I won't tell you whether or not that actually happens. Also, we're randomly missing 2 side deck cards, which is kind of funny. So, if we're able to advance this deck, then, that would probably change too. But, like I said, no spoilers. We'll kind of just hop into those games. You'll see what happens. But yeah, this is the build we're bringing. This is what we're sticking with. Let's just hop right into it. You guys can see what kind of crazy episode we have in for you today. All right, Tournament of Tournaments. We've officially reached episode 40, so that's a milestone. We've came into it. We're busted out the Jurracs, a definitely very unconventional deck for the time. But I'm honestly amazed it even made it to round 2. But I know there's actually a lot of people who are big fans of this deck. It actually sees quite a bit of tournament play for some reason. But for you, you're on the Six Samurai. You're like the filthy degenerate, the one no one wants to play against. But, it still can be strong. It beat Agents, right? So that's pretty crazy. How are you feeling about this bringing back the Six Sam?
I think it'll be an interesting matchup. The deck has obviously some pretty explosive opening starts. Jurrac's kind of a weird matchup because obviously the Jurrac cards are not cards you would typically see. So it'll be interesting to see how their Destroyed by Battle lines up against what Six Sams are trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't think I have a lot of summon negation either, which is kind of spooky, but you're taking paper probably. Yeah, so we got scissors. Alright, we'll see what I can do.
Well, I don't think I have a lot of summon negation.
Interesting. Well, I think it's just a Tengu into a set and a pass. Summon is fine. Also fine.
Good.
Yep. Oh boy. I do have warning, which is amazing. I didn't even know I ran it.
Wow, it's not the same Jurrac list as the one on the website? That's crazy.
It should be.
Huh. The one on the site has Decree in it, like triple Decree.
Oh. I don't even know. I'll be honest, I don't know what build I'm on there.
Yeah, I'm just like attacking. I'm like thinking of Decree set. That's crazy. All right.
All right.
Fair.
Well, I'll take the 400, and I'll special summon a Tengu.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I know exactly what this is. There was a list that got top 8 in one of our tournaments, and so I think I modified the list just so I could like show it on my channel. And I'm using that exact list. Oh wait, my bad. That is not a Tengu. Pretty similar though. It's close enough, you know. I'm assuming that the decrees are in the side deck though. Alright, I'll draw for turn. Go standby main. I'm gonna normal summon Aolo.
Sure.
I'm gonna synchro for 5. Make a Cataster. And activate
Sure.
Tengu.
Yeah.
Just put it in defense. Actually, nah, fuck it. We'll send it. We'll attack. Is there a mirror force?
No. Grandmaster effect.
Yep. Makes sense. Attack for 17.
Yeah.
Oh.
The two guys that make Xian.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I guess I'll attack Cataster.
Okay. Take 300. I'll draw. So go standby main. I'm gonna normal summon Jurrac Dino.
Yeah.
I'll sync 7. And I guess I'll just full send Black Rose and attempt its effect.
Yeah.
This is sick. All right, we got the Xian. Interesting. I'm gonna normal summon Velo.
Yep.
Okay. Way to go, top 8 deck list. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's fine. You can trish me. Take a card out of my hand.
Definitely not going to trish you.
All right. Well, that's interesting. I'm gonna normal summon Velo.
Sure.
I'm gonna set one card. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna pass.
Is there like a Fire Honest that I'm not aware of?
Well, Velo only floats if he is in face-up attack position.
Ah,
So
I see.
yeah, so I can't set him. He's like a worse giant rat.
And you can summon himself.
Yes.
I see. Guess I'll just be aggressive.
Okay. I will take. That's at 800. Activate the effect.
Yeah.
I'll special summon another one.
And then attack and attack.
But they're at 21, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take 400. I'll take 800 total. Send the other guys. So we'll send. Oops, not Guaiba. I just want to auto select Guaiba all the time.
Are you
Oh,
ending
shoot.
on Dino or Aolo?
Hold up, hold up. Oh wait, no, that is the third one. So it would be. Okay, yeah.
Yep, it should just be 3 Velos.
And then I'll probably end on Aolo. I'm trying to debate. Maybe it's just Guaiba.
Alright, go ahead.
Draw. So if I attempt Black Rose here, can you save the Shien
No.
if it's a... Okay, so I can do this. We're gonna try this. Oh. that's a pretty good card he got right there. Oh wait. Oh shit. Is it the time? You thought you had me. But I have Jurrac Giganoto. And he is at exactly 2600 attack.
Okay.
I will attack over. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Because you can just save it.
You attack
so...
a Kazan. It's actually more damage to just
Yeah, it's
attack
just more
Kazan.
damage to attack Kazan. Okay. I'll do that.
He's at what, 29 you said?
He gains 200 for each Jurrac. Damn, so he's at 31.
Okay, take 1,000.
Who would have guessed? Jurrac Giganto coming in clutch. I will pass. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. Oh no. No. You know how good Gores would be right now?
Yeah, I can't really play Art Gores, so I'm just not going to.
Okay. How do I win this game?
Yeah.
Just gonna have to chill and see what happens. I will take the 800. And I'll put the Tengu in defense.
Attack Bryanak.
Yeah. Alright, game.
Bryanak effect.
Fair enough. Oh. Well? Is this playable? Is it playable? I feel like I'm so close to being able to deal with this.
Yep. So these two are the new ones.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just set this because it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll pass.
Love to have an idea what this deck actually looks like.
I mean, if I'm being honest, it's pretty similar to the other one. It's just there's no decrease, so that means there are traps.
Okay, is there like Mirror Force? Like Mirror Force is not super popular this format.
Yes, there is Mirror Force. I will tell you that.
So I have one option, which is the Bryanak and new back row attack with both. It loses to like very specifically Mirror Force plus a Book of Moon type situation. As long as I don't attack with the Shien into Deep Prison, I can just negate Mirror Force. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna attack.
All right. I am thinking. I do have to book a moon.
Bryanak.
I guess. Yeah, I have to book a moon, Bryanak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because now I do have hope. There is hope for me here. Believe it or not, there's a lot of top decks that actually help me here. It's not one of them. Ah, it's so sad. And I needed one of like 5 cards off the board. But no, I just lose. I did have Mirror Force. I had Lance and I had 1-for-1. So I needed to 1-for-1. I needed to draw Alo to pitch the Alo, and then I could have made Utopia by attacking over Bryanak, and then I'd have like Lance Mirror Force, or I guess not Lance, but Mirror Force 3 Kindling.
Yes.
But that was the only way I could possibly win.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright, I want this win really bad. Not only because I hate Six Samurai, but also for Jurrac players everywhere. If Jurrac makes it to round 3 in Tournament of Tournaments, I will be a very happy man.
Yeah, Samurais have a bad rap, but it's okay.
Draw for turn. Okay. Alright. We prayed. Sure. Summer's fine. Yep.
Good.
Yep. I do got the warning. Draw for turn. Normal summon.
Mm-hmm.
Battle phase. Main phase 2. The Reborn trap, it's like they're destroyed during the end phase, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna Black Rose. effect.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna set one, and I'm gonna pass. Let's go Jurrac. Draw for turn. Normal summon Tengu.
Yep.
17 in. Sure. Interesting. Draw for turn. Well, I kind of have to do this. Normal summon.
Sure.
Synchro for 5. Actually think this time I will make a librarian.
Mm-hmm.
And enter battle phase. Oh, sorry, I get my Tengu as well. Yeah, we'll attack with the librarian over your set monster.
I'll try to book.
Book is fine. It's better for me to leave that set, so I'm going to have to pass. Summon is fine. I think it's best for me to torrential. And special summon another. Special summon a Tengu. Draw for turn. We gotta pray.
Yeah, you got it.
No way! What's the background?
It was Death Shoot. I thought I cited this out, actually. Oops.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't decide. I think in game 3 I sided in Thunder Kings because I was going first. But I didn't side anything in against you. My side deck was like really bad. It was like triple DD Crow, triple Legion of Light. I was like, I can't actually do anything. Like, I didn't even have Decree. I was like, what the hell? But, I mean, honestly, I think if I had Decree over Traps, I'd definitely lose this matchup. 100%.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So,
like, when you warning me game 1, I was like, wait, that doesn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Like I was playing it out, and I was like, I was like, I don't think I have negation, and I drew it. I was like, oh my god, that's a warning. And I was like, yo, and I just said that. I thought maybe I just like had warning in the build with Decree or something. I couldn't remember what like dumbass thing I did, but yeah, it turns out it was a slight boo boo. But I guess we'll stick with this list for the. I'll probably put 2 cards in the side deck at the very least, or maybe even change the side deck. But hey, I'm so happy that Jurracs are advancing on in the tournament. I did not think this game was even remotely winnable. So I'm happy to see it. I don't really have much to say for Six Sam. I mean, I just kind of had the warning every time.
The 50-50 MST. I actually almost made a somewhat convoluted play that first turn instead of just going for Shien, where I thought about normal summoning the Hand of the Six Samurai and tributing the Kagamusha to destroy the Drac, and then going into Leviathan, which kind of like forces out the warning, because then you have to deal with it, and then setting the double-edged sword technique. That play would have made so much more sense. I really should have just done it, but I went for the really, 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 really high value. Like, if that Shien sticks, and I said Sword Magatama, you just can't come back from that.
Yeah.
I really should have played more conservative, though.
Yeah, I thought you were going to slam a Cataster or something, is what I was kind of guessing. Like, I was expecting Cataster, because I was like, if you read warning, and I'm either like, I'm forced to warning Cataster, and then you just have Shien for later, which I thought made some sense. But yeah, no, I also knew that once you had those 2 back row set, I felt like I had the full send black rows. Otherwise, I thought I would just like lose. I mean, in theory, I could have torrentialed, but if you have Magatama, I think you can just negate it, right?
I had to have a 6 Sam, but yeah. So setting both of them was because I had hand in my hand, and then I could summon hand of the 6 Samurai and then flip the double-edged sword technique with Magatama as like the backup there.
Yeah.
I was hoping he wouldn't go into a level 7 there, but
yeah, Black Rose just made way too much sense, especially given how like my whole hand was just floaters. Like I had the Tengu, the Guaiba, and all that stuff. So it made way too much sense to not risk getting hit with the double-edged sword technique, because that card is like super strong. And I was like, if I get hit with it on the pushback outside of torrential, like basically if my torrential doesn't go through, I'll lose the game, which is why I knew I had to send it. Because like when you're top decking in Six Samurai, like the deck needs 2 cards to do anything usually.
yes.
So like if I get you to top decking, it's just way better to wipe it and then see what happens. But all right, I'm happy about that dub. You know, I had a bad day at Yu-Gi-Oh today, but today, by the grace of God, the Jurrac gods placed warning in my deck. So I will take
That's
it.
one way to put it.
and Jurracs are moving on. I'm proud of them. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode of Tournament of Tournaments. As a reminder, we release new episodes of the series every single Friday, so make sure you guys are subscribed, not only to me, but also to Joe, so you can stay up to date on our new releases. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you have a great time dueling today.